Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it's December already. Like, where did the time go? And I don't know who told us to wait until the very last month of the year to finally start getting our lives together, but I'm not going for it. Not this year. I don't know about you, but I want to continue feeling good into 2026. I want to keep this momentum that I've established. So today we're having a little sit down chat. Mhm. And we're going to talk about how we can finish the year off strong, period, and how to accomplish any remaining goals you still have that you want to fulfill before the end of the year. And I'm personally using this month as a reset instead of a countdown. So if you're tired of saying, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll wait till January, or if you just feel like you want a different shift, then this video is for you. Hi everyone, I am Ashanti, the lovely Ashanti to be exact, and welcome to my channel. I make content centered around my life and my life experiences in hopes that something that I share resonates with you and kind of informs you that you're not alone and that growth is always possible. So back to today's video. So first, let me tell you why I'm starting now and not the end of the month. So basically, I am in my transition era. I'm moving out of my apartment, which by the way has been a whole emotional experience. Moment of big transparency. So I originally moved out just to show myself that I could do it. I wanted my own rules. I wanted my own space. And like, I did it. We did it. But now I'm choosing to cut my losses, snip, snip, ho, lol, and save money because rent is expensive and make some temporary sacrifices because I don't know, I just see this vision in my head and it's like I need to just not spend extra money, like unnecessary money when I don't have to. Like I always say this, but I like my parents. I love my parents. So I'm gonna go move back in with my mom. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? Because I'm gonna save money and I can't explain it because I see it. I see what I see. And I just know that these temporary sacrifices is for something bigger, like something bigger for my future, if you get what I'm saying. And basically, going through this whole entire process has reminded me low key that December matters. Like, I moved out last year during this time frame, and December isn't just like a cutoff point for the year. It should be your momentum so that when you get into your new year, you're keeping that same momentum. You're keeping that same like drive and push so that your next year, if you want to call it that, you're still able to do the things you didn't get to accomplish in the last year. It shouldn't just be like a hard stop cutoff point. You don't really need a whole year to change your life. You really just need intention. And since December is the last month of the year, why not just focus these last couple of days on intention? So instead of pausing my life, waiting till January, I'm treating December like a soft launch for 2026. The pregame, the warm up, the whatever you want to call it. But I'm calling mine, we live life no matter what, no matter the minute, no matter the day, no matter the month, no matter the year. So where do we start? And let's start with the mind. We need a mindset. I need to really take this gum out my mouth, but I don't want to. Anyway, where do we start? We start with the mind. We need a mindset shift because this will be our motivator on the days we feel like quitting, on the days we can't get out of bed, on the days we're like, F this, I'm out. Here's the biggest mindset shift I want you to have for this month. And please say it out loud with me. So I'm going to put it on the screen somewhere so that we can begin to make this shift. Say it with me now. I don't need to overhaul my entire life in 4 weeks. I don't need to rush. I don't need to fix everything. If you have, so now we can stop. But like if you have 27 goals and 100 habits and you think that you're going to finish all of those before the end of the year, kudos to you. I believe you can, but let's try to pick 5 or less to focus on during these last few weeks of 2025. 5 is the max, and 3 will still be a win. Because when you try to do too much by the end of the year or with anything in life, you'll burn out before you even reach January. When you focus on a few things and with intention, you will start to feel grounded. And when you accomplish them, you will feel confident. And this confidence will give you that boost to continue out and fulfill the remaining goals that you have. That's when you can start to add on the additional 27 plus goals if you like. But like, let's just focus on 5 at max. Because if you have a list of 5 and you wind up doing 3, you're still going to feel good versus a list of 27 and you haven't done 1. How exactly do you pick your 5 goals? So basically, I have outlined a framework for things that I think are like important to me, but by all means, like do what's important for you. But basically, there's just 4 categories and it's just 4 for the last 4 weeks of the year. So number 1 is a personal goal. This is going to be something that fills you up. It could be finishing a book, stretching 3 times out of the week, journaling, or going outside more. This is just one thing, one thing that reconnects you back to you. Because sometimes at the end of the year, we have all of these holidays and we get lost in a sauce. So we need to bring it back to us because, again, this is our life. If we can't do things for us, how do we expect to do things for other people? Number two is going to be a financial or a discipline goal. This could be not eating out during the week, saving $50 extra a week, paying down debt on a credit card, because by all means, I know you're over there maxing your credit card for these gifts. It's like, just kidding. But it could also be sticking to a realistic budget. So if you want to go to Italy, make sure you got Italy money. But this goal is strictly about self-respect and self-control. It's not about punishment. You can still have the things you want, but you have to be strategic about it. Like if you know you want to go to Italy, then you have to stop eating out every week because you're eating out every week and you're eating up your Italy money. Don't do that because you won't be able to go to Italy. Well, number 3 is an environmental goal. And this is for your space in real life and digital life because your space or your environment affects your brain. And again, we're trying to get into this mindset shift. So if our brain is being affected, we can't really target our brain to maneuver into the shift. So this might look like cleaning your room, decluttering your closet, or doing a digital detox. And then the last one, number 4, is a joy goal. So this is something that is bringing you joy before the year ends. Pick something fun. It could be a holiday event, dinner with friends, a solo date, watching your favorite movie, anything that reminds you that your life is for you and it's not just for like work or somebody else, or hey, even your goals. Like sometimes your goal list can be tantalizing you and you're not able to enjoy your own life. All right, boom. That's your plan for December. So pick one goal for each category or a couple of goals from each category, but make sure it's about like 5, or even if you do have your list of 27 goals, try to pinpoint what is the most important goals out of your 27. And they're not a full life transformation, but it's just enough to make you feel like you didn't abandon yourself for the end of the year. And the fun thing about this is if you gradually do them and you succeed, it will keep you going into the new year. It's kind of like a snowball. Like you roll a snowball down the hill, it's small, but as it goes down the hill, it gets bigger. And that's going to be the momentum that's going to carry you into 2025. And again, this isn't an end. This is a reset, a soft push, a soft launch so that you can continue to strive in 2026. Now I wish to share my goals because I believe transparency helps. So my personal goal, honestly, is just to take care of myself through this transition. So I am moving and I don't know, like moving is actually a lot because it's kind of like in a way, a loss of independence, but not really. So for me, my personal goal is just going to be like journaling once a week and giving myself actual rest. And that could look like sleeping, naps, and doing leisure activities because honestly, I don't get enough rest. And then my discipline goal, so I'm sorry to say, but it's going to be a lot of moving out because that is a big transition for me at least. And it's literally me packing, cleaning up, and making that financial and emotional and like mental shift. And this one has actually been an emotional challenge because at first I was seeing it as a loss of independence and a lot of space being lost, a lot of natural sunlight. But now I see it as and understand it as a smart decision for my future. It's a small sacrifice now so I can live larger, bigger, and better later. My environmental goal is removing unnecessary things from my life. So as I am packing up my apartment, I'm seeing things that I did not use the entire year I was here. So like, why keep it with me and haul it back? No, like let's just get rid of it. So instead of packing them, I'm getting rid of them. I'm trying to sell things, I'm donating things, and I don't know, I just feel so much lighter. I'm intentionally choosing to do this because I don't want to bring in old stuff into the new year. I want to start January off fresh and not chaotic. And my joy goal, I'm sorry to say, everything has been centered around my apartment, but I'm cherishing the last few days in my apartment. I'm celebrating the year with people I love, ugh, doing holiday stuff, yay, and allowing myself to just have fun as I personally see fit. I also want to say this, don't try to be perfect. If December is already feeling chaotic for you, focus on one or two things that you can easily accomplish even on your busiest days. If you're exhausted, scale down. If you miss a day, start the next. But you don't need a perfect December. You just need one or two things that you can do consistently. Because consistency builds confidence if you didn't know, and then confidence builds momentum, and then that momentum will carry you into 2026. So you can finally have a year where you're like, 2026, that's gonna be my year. And it will. That's my plan for finishing the year strong. And I hope there's something in here that helps you shape a December that feels meaningful, not stressful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss my big end of the year reflection video coming out later this month, and of course my holiday vlogs because I will be going to New York and Atlanta this year, all that fun stuff. So please let me know in the comments actually, what's one goal that you want to finish before the end of the year? Just one. Is it genuinely? No, it's not. I'm genuinely curious. There we go. I'm genuinely curious and I want to cheer you on. Thank you for tuning in and spending time with me today. And if no one's told you, you still have time. Don't count yourself out. I'll see you next time. Peace.